Well, they are about
We're getting ready to do it's a little promo video. Promo video that Triad Real produces event at the end of the month. And all we're gonna actually have to do is toss the ball back and forth to one another, just someone that hasn't got the ball yet. And I'm gonna speed up the video. It'll be a real quick clip of different realtors around the Triad. So
should I not be going or should I be going? Because I was
very simply just toss it to the next person and then make it interesting by not throwing it like right next to each other, you know, just make it fun. Is that cool? If anybody doesn't want to participate, I think you stand up and over here.
So everybody will stand up.
No,
we have to sign a release of liability waiver.
Oh, wow. It's very soft. It won't hurt you.
I know, I'm not playing dodgeball.
Can I get someone to say
Dodgeball.
It's okay. All right, let me see. All right, ready, go.
That's awesome.
All right, now direct the camera. Left foot, direct the camera.
I love that.
That worked up an appetite.
We got 3 minutes.
What's that? I mean, we're live right now.
Oh,
I just gotta play music and just let people see it.
Truth comes out.
There you go.
You gotta turn off the radio, man. You gotta prioritize.
That's why I moved to training.
Test. Good afternoon. Welcome to our team meeting, first of the month. I have a couple announcements I want to share, and then we're going to have Ashley Williams come up from First American Home Warranty, who's providing us lunch today. So we're very grateful for that. I do want to share Jacob Barber, who I'm not sure if everybody knows him, but he is a realtor that's been with us for a while. He is on a transplant list for a kidney from a living donor and is asking for the KW family to have prayers for him. So I'd like for everybody to keep him in mind, send good vibes to him. And then I also wanted to just get everybody on the same page. One of our own, Miss Kim, is going through treatment currently for her cancer. And I would love everybody to just give her love and keep her in your prayers. She's got a big road to climb, but she's going to do it day by day. We got this, and we're supporting her. With that, I would like to know if anybody has any bucket fills, gratitude they like to share for the good things going on in your life. Bucket fills, gratitude. Anybody on Zoom? Wake up, people. There we go. Joe Baker.
I'm going to bucket fill the next guy that walks through that door right now. Mike McCann. Because he wakes up, he dresses up, and he shows up every morning for script practice at 8:30, and we have had one-on-ones, very productive.
Nice. Thank you. Any other bucket fills? Any bucket fills? Well, I'm grateful that all of you are here with smiles on your face, and we're going to have a great meeting. I'm going to bring up Ashley Williams from First American Home Warranty.
Oh, these make me so nervous. Like I can talk my head off without one, but this is just like staring at me. Can you hear me? Yeah. So I'm Ashley. I'm with First American Home Warranty. Very grateful to see all you guys out here. I'm not going to take too much of your time. I know you've got somebody coming in, but I do want to make sure that you are somewhat familiar with our company. I saw somebody come in and they mentioned that that's who, they use First American. Awesome. I got to get all of you guys to do it. But the reason why is because we have hands down the best warranty on the market. And just to point out a few things to prove that, we've got the best HVAC coverage. So we cover all the Freon costs. There's no limit. There's no dollar cap to HVAC service. If one system goes out, so you have an outside unit and an inside unit. If one of those goes out, most warranty companies will only pay for the one that failed, but the homeowner is responsible for the one that didn't, but it has to be replaced due to compatibility. We cover both sides. So that's really huge. And then there's no limit to the amount of systems. So really strong coverage. We also have an obsolete policy, and that's very, very important, especially going in your first year as a home buyer. If we can't fix the system or appliance, then we will replace it. So a good example of that is a dishwasher. I had an agent call me the other day, and her client had a warranty with a different company, God help her. And she called, she said, my client just got a $125 check for his Bosch, really, really high-end Bosch dishwasher that had failed. And the warranty company only gave him $125. So what they did was they couldn't be replaced or couldn't be repaired. So they gave them the equivalent of what that part would have cost. So we wouldn't do that. If it can't be replaced or if it can't be repaired, we'll just replace the system. So that's huge. Obsolete policy. We have a $3,500 cap on all of our appliances, which is pretty strong. And we've got some really fabulous upgrades too. That we just started. We have a first class plus upgrade, which adds up to $1,750. I'm sorry, $1,250 towards non-covered costs for HVAC replacement. And that's big, guys. If you look at the average cost out of pocket expense, it's going to be about $200 to $2,500. We're going to cover up to $1,250 of that. So you get a brand new system for less than $1,000. That's pretty strong for replacement. We cover parts and labor. So I see a lot of questioning looks. We cover parts and labor, but we don't cover modifications, and that's what the technician charges to put the new equipment into the old house. So I know I'm kind of, you know, you guys have a few, you've got somebody coming on in a couple of minutes, but does anybody have any questions? Yes, ma'am.
I don't have a question. I just want to say that when I first found your company, I had horrible experiences with other warranty companies not owning up to what they say they're going to do, or pointing you to page 29.2 in the fine print. You should have seen this, and it just drove me nuts. But when I found your company, golly, how long have you been using them? Forever.
Yeah.
And never once have I had a client call me and say, that warranty company didn't do what they said they were going to do.
Yep.
And we get little updates from you on what the people have needed and how you've helped them. And I'm just saying kudos to you and your company, because I think you're dynamically fantastic.
Yes. Thank you so much, Sandy. I appreciate that. You can just come up here and do my job for me. But no, seriously, I was with a different warranty company a couple of years ago. And when this opportunity at First American came about, I jumped on it because of exactly what Sandy's talking about. We have so much integrity. I'm very proud to work for this company. You had a question? Yes. You're talking about that, like the first time home buyers, the 16 page. Yeah. Oh, that's fabulous. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, is it? Yeah. But yes, we have a great marketing site for real estate agents, and you can put you can brand it with your logo and your company information and your headshot. And we will print up to 25 of those pieces of each piece every month. So you can start stockpiling, getting ready. You know, we have seasonal flyers, so start ordering those 25 a month. So next spring, you'll have, you know, however many hundred. So great website. If you guys have any questions, you know, reach out to me and I'll shoot you in the right direction on getting that started. Any more? Yeah. So home warranty at firstamerican.com is the website. And if you guys are already in the system, Keller Williams Burlington, you're already in the system. All you have to do is register as an agent with the password, and then that'll take you into the ordering portal and the marketing portal. All right. Thanks, guys. Thank you. Oh, we're not gonna. I'm going to leave a little material back here too. Thank you.
Thank you again, Ashley. That is awesome. All right, so I get the honor of announcing our next guest, and she's somebody who is one of my favorite coaches in the MAPS world. It is the fabulous and fantastic Molly DeMatos. She's coming to us today. Is Molly with us?
You know I'm here. Hey.
Welcome.
Yay. Awesome. Well, thank you for the intro. That was really, I was like, man, I'm sitting here grinning like a Cheshire cat. Wouldn't it be embarrassing if she was like, and welcome Aaron Hurd, my favorite MAPS coach? I would have been like, oh, oops. Oh man, I'm just kidding. All right. What's up, y'all? I'm so excited to be with y'all here today. More than excited about next week, though. That's the real opportunity. So before we kick off, I want to make sure y'all understand that anytime I have the opportunity to talk to an amazing group of humans like this, you can be assured there's going to be two things that are going to happen. One, we're going to have fun together. So be prepared for that. Two, you're going to find some value from it. So I just want you to prep. I know that I've got about 15 minutes with y'all, and that's a short blip of our lives together. So just be prepared, because my goal is that when we're done chatting here, you've learned something, you've had a little bit of fun, and I've given you some cool things to think about. So for many of you, I know you. We've gotten to hang out together before. Many of you, I've gotten the honor and incredible pleasure of being your bold coach before. So, hey, to y'all, you know who I am. For several of y'all, though, it's been 2 years since I got to teach in-person bold in your area. So just a real quick, who on earth is this person, Molly DeMatos? So first and foremost, I am you, right? I am an agent. I run a mega team up in Asheville. That seed got planted for me for the very first time when I took my first Bold way back in 2009, when it was $1,000 and it was like 10 weeks long and it was like 7 a.m. until midnight or some craziness like that. I first kind of planted the seed in my mind on figuring out how I was going to decide to run a business or do something with my life through Bold. And Matt and I like to joke that we were born in Keller Williams and we were raised in Bold. So one of the things you need to know about me is that I am an active agent as well. I close my 42nd buyer transaction tomorrow. So I am an active agent in the business. I'm out there just like y'all, hustling and overcoming buyer reluctance and having people tell me they're qualified and they're not, and all the same things. So first and foremost, I want you to know that while I have this great honor of being a Bold coach and helping start the Keller Williams School of Real Estate, I am also an agent. And you'll find out here in the next couple of minutes that I have a real deep passion for Bold. So in fact, as you're hearing me asking you to sign up for Bold, as you're hearing me kind of give you all the compelling reasons why to say yes, I want to make sure that you all understand that that passion, that feeling that you're going to get across these miles together through this Zoom screen, it genuinely is because I understand at the highest level what the little tiny Bold planted seeds did for my life and how I've been able to cultivate and grow them over the years. And that passion is something that I am really excited to deliver to y'all. So first and foremost, if you think, oh my God, Molly is selling this hardcore, please know that that's straight from my heart, because I know what will happen to you when you get in that room for me, with me. So am I trying to get you in the room? You bet your sweet bippies. I absolutely don't want to mince words. I don't want y'all to think that I don't want to have you say yes. I do. I just want you to know it comes from a genuine place of growth and of opportunity. So what the heck is Bold, right? I think that y'all have all seen some different iterations of Bold over the last year, some interesting, some fascinating. Here's the thing, the Bold program did what they could with what they had in the moment they were in. Right? I understand that Bold Pivot wasn't necessarily the product that Bold is. So I just want to reassure you that the cool thing that happened behind the scenes in the year and a half that all of us incredibly antsy, incredibly motivated Bold coaches were doing behind the scenes was figuring out how to make this better. We knew we'd get back in the room, and we knew we had an opportunity to create something special with that energy back in the room. And so the good news is y'all have the first opportunity to get at that. So Bold, as you probably have noticed, it doesn't go all day anymore. We're going to be ending Bold with the exception of First Step, which will end before lunch. Most Bolds are going to be done at 2:30. The reason they really did that, y'all, was to design this experience to give you that moment of time from 9 to 2:30 to be working on and in yourself, and then still have the opportunity to go out and work on and in your business as well. So you don't feel like you're giving up an entire day of your world, of your family, of your business, of all the other millions of myriads of things that we know that agents do in their world. So first and foremost, I want y'all to hear the message that this Bold is the experience that you have come to love if you've gotten to do the in-person experience before, and it's more efficient than you've ever seen before. The team at Keller Williams University has streamlined it in such a way that I think everyone's going to be really excited about. Second thing I want to say about Bold as an opportunity for y'all is that you know I'm going to bring it. If you don't know me, I'm going to go ahead and make my guarantee that I make every single time, because this is how much I believe in this program and what it's going to do. If on December 8th, you think that was a waste of your money and time, I'm talking like you come up to me and you say, Molly, I came to class every week. I participated with my team. I did the dang thing, and you wasted my money. I will bring my checkbook, old school, for those of you who are under the age of 30. It's this little piece of paper you write on, and it turns into money when you take it to the bank. I will bring my checkbook, and I personally guarantee you I will write you that check back. In fact, I'm gonna give you $1 for even giving it a shot. I'll write you a check for $800. and give you $1 back just for giving it a shot. I have made that guarantee and promise all 5 years I've had the honor of being a Bold coach, and I want someone to guess how many checks I've written. Anyone? Oh, yeah, Tara and Rob got it right. 0. That is why I make that guarantee, not because I'm not expecting to write it. Someday someone will do it. However, I know the value in this Bold. So join me. That's the big, big kickoff. Now, I've told you a little bit about what's different. I've told you a little bit about Molly. Now I'm going to tell you a story. Y'all ready for story time? Give me a round of applause. I can see you there in that beautiful, okay, awesome training room. Thank you, Tara. Okay, so one of my absolute favorite human beings on this planet is a guy named Eric Thomas. He is a fantastic speaker, and he inspires so many humans. And he told one of the coolest stories I've ever heard. So I'm going to do my best Eric Thomas impression, and I'm going to retell this story. And I really want y'all to tune in here, because this is, remember, I promised you fun and I promised you a takeaway. Well, here's the fun takeaway you're about to get. All right, so Eric Thomas tells this story. There are 2 people walking on a beach one day. The beach is totally empty except these 2 human beings. There's a young man around 19 years old strolling on the beach thinking about all of the things he wants to do with his life. He wants more than anything to consider himself a success. He wants more than anything to feel what it is to be successful. So he's walking along the beach and he's pondering that, and walking towards him is this older man who is reminiscing on the incredible success that he's had in his life. And as they get closer, this young man recognizes, I mean, we're talking like super famous, successful dude, like Bill Gates level, Steve Jobs level success. And he's looking around. He can't believe, he's walking up to him. He's, oh my gosh. I don't mean to bother you on your walk, because I'm having some introspective time here too, but I can't lose this opportunity. I know who you are. You're one of the most successful people on the planet. And I'm literally walking on this beach wondering how I can fulfill this incredible desire to be one of the most successful people on the planet. What a chance meeting. Could I please ask you to impart some wisdom and tell me how it is that you became so successful? And the old man looks at the kid. He goes, you know what? Yes, I will do that for you today. The kid's like, yeah, nailed it. Like, this is surefire a sign that I am going to be who I say I'm going to be. I just talked to one of the most successful people in the world to tell me his secrets. So he's like, all right, lay it on me. And with that, the older man turned and he walked directly into the ocean. And he kept walking. He kept walking. And the kid's going, uh-oh, what's going on? This old man might be a little crazy. And just when he's thinking something bad's about to happen, the old man treads water, turns around, and he says, so you want to be successful? Kid says, yes, sir. You'll do anything it takes to be a success. Yes, I will. He says, great, come into the water. And the kid paused for a split second, and he thought, nope, this is my opportunity. This is my chance. So I'm going to do it. He didn't kick off his shoes. He didn't take his iPhone out of his pocket. He just starts walking. And he gets about waist deep into this water. And he's like, all right, here I am. And the old guy goes, you want to be a success, right? Kid says, yes, sir, I do, more than anything. Am I not proving it? He said, yeah, you're doing great. Come farther. Kid says, all right. He goes out a little farther. He's about up to his neck. He's like, all right, man, here I am. Look at me doing the thing. Tell me how to be successful. The old man says, you really want to be a success? I'm right? He said, yes, sir, I really do. He said, okay, I'm going to need you to come a little bit further. I need you to get close to me in this moment. And the kid goes, well, the thing is, sir, I'm not such a great swimmer. He says, I need you to trust me, son. I need you to come on out here. Come a little bit closer. So the kid musters up all his strength and he walks out. He's got a little tippy toes on the sand. He's got his head up. He can barely breathe. He said, okay, here I am. The water's lapping out of his mouth. And the old man, he's right there next to him. The old man grabs the kid by the head and he shoves him under the water. He shoves him way under the water. And the kid's screaming and kicking and fighting. And just when you think it's about too long, this kid's not going to make it, the old man pulls the kid out of the water. And the kid goes, what's wrong with you? Are you insane? Why did you do that? Oh my God, I thought I was going to die. And the old man says, son, what did you want more than anything else? When I had your head under the water, what did you want more than anything else? And that kid said, I just wanted to breathe. That's it. I wasn't even thinking about living. I just wanted to breathe. I wanted to take a breath. And he said, my boy, the minute you want to succeed as badly as you want to take that breath, you'll find the keys to success. The minute you attach yourself to wanting to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, you will be successful. So the cool takeaway of that story is that same goes for us. Whether you want success in your real estate career, in your financial life, in your marriage, in your relationships with your children, in your relationship with yourself, the minute we want to succeed so badly, like we can't breathe without it, that's when we start to change. And that's what we get to do together in Bold. We find out how to align ourselves with wanting to succeed as bad as we want to breathe. So here's the thing, my friends, that story is a cool story, right? Yet in that story, we all say, yes, 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 success, success, success. I want better relationships. I want better business. I want better, better, better. Yet what pops up? Excuses, right? Life. And here's the thing. I want y'all to really attach yourself to this. Excuses are everywhere. Excuses are the low-hanging fruit that shows up in every single moment of our growth and our opportunity, giving us really, really, really easy and sometimes kind of viable reasons why we should just stay exactly where we are. I don't have the time. I don't have the money. I'm too busy. Wednesdays don't work for me. Whatever. Like those are the low-hanging fruit. They are there and they are ripe for the picking. And I'm telling you, they're easy. So be careful for them. Be careful. Because what I'm asking as your coach today is I'm asking you for a little courage. I'm asking you for the courage to look beyond the low-hanging fruit. I'm looking for the courage to pass by those easy excuses that will probably and can stop you from taking bold. And what I'm asking you for today is instead to find the courage to say yes to this opportunity. Find the courage to walk past the low-hanging fruit of excuses and say yes to better. Find the courage to fight harder for your potential than you do for your limitations, right? That courage starts by using the power of this moment. That feeling you have right now is tangible, it's real, it's energy, it's coaching. And it's what we'll have together in this time in Bold, right? So use this power, not in a half hour, not when you get home, not after they serve up that amazing lunch they're going to give you right now. As you're believing in who it is, I'm looking at this beautiful room of people right now, as you're believing in your potential, who you can become by December 8th, as you feel that urge to breathe, do it. And then I'll see you next week in person and we'll breathe together. We'll get something special done this fall. All right, my friends, I left a few minutes for questions if you have any. Otherwise, I really, really just want to empower y'all to take that little shining bright light of maybe, of yes, and do something with it in this moment. Get yourself signed up and be in that room with me. Ooh, I see hands. I presume that's clapping. I'll take it. I love it. I get the visual of the hands there. If you're talking to me, I can't hear you, so I'll just want to make sure I'm not missing anything.
My mic died. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's
Technology.
okay. It's all right.
It's great.
You brought it back to life. Good work.
We're good. Molly, as always, you did a fantastic job of just explaining what we're going to experience together. I can tell you, Bold has changed my life. I've watched it change other people's lives. I'm so excited that we're back in person. We wanted to make it easy for everybody. There is a registration form in front of each and every one of you. There's more in the back of the room if you don't have it. You want it easier than that, email one of us. We'll go ahead and register you for it. The Market Center believes in this investment in your business so much that they're going to pay you back on your transactions. So this is an investment that you're going to make on yourself, but the Market Center is going to pay you back for it. And if at the end of the day, the money is the factor that's keeping you from signing up, talk to Emily. We've got options. Money should not be a reason that you don't invest in yourself. I know that time is hard sometimes. I know for some of us, that's the belief that we're worried about, but I can tell you that if you invest this time in yourself now, can you imagine what 2022 is going to look like for you if this is where you're at in December, if this is where your focus is, right? So before you get up and get lunch, fill out your registration forms, put them at the end of the tables. Let me know that you want me to come pick it up. You want me to fill it out for you? Like seriously, whatever we can do to get you in bold, we're happy to do so. Molly, thank you so much. If everybody can please give gratitude for her giving us time today.
Thank you all so much. And don't forget, for those who are signed up by tomorrow night, you're getting the free bonus class on Friday. It'll be the last time we Zoom together, and it's going to get you some tips to set you up to have the most successful bold ever. So I'll see y'all on Friday and then next week.
We were so excited. We were clapping. What time is that on Friday?
It's going to be 2 o'clock on Friday.
All right. We'll make that happen in the Market Center too.
Whoop, whoop. Awesome, y'all. See you next week.
Thank you, Molly.
Bye, everyone.
Go ahead. Yeah. If everybody would like to take just a quick pause and get something to eat, and then we're going to go into the second part of the meeting really quick.
Everybody's attention. Is it on? Hello? 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 Can you hear me? No, they can't hear me. I have a little tiny voice. Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Hello? We're going to continue. Hello? If I can get your attention, we're going to continue. I have a little tiny voice, so I need quiet so everybody can hear me. We're going to continue on. We're going to have a few announcements from the departments, and then we will have a short game at the end, which will require you knowing the number that's under your chair. So hint, hint, maybe want to look to see what number you have at the under your chair. I just wanted to follow up with everybody about the professional services department for Keller Williams. We have a new name. It is called Best Choice Leverage. With that new name, we have all kinds of new services that we're offering and have 2 new transaction coordinators. However, they're not new to transaction coordinating. Combined, they have 15 years of experience. We have Latoya Wilson, who just joined us from Kernersville KW. She has been a real estate agent for 4 years and a transaction coordinator for 2. And then we have Brittany Shaw, who has been in the business for 13 years. She's been a transaction coordinator for 12 years and has her real estate license and has an associate degree in paralegal. So we've got the best we can get, and we're very excited of where the program's headed. We're offering listing services now, and it's like cringe. We're listing services and closing coordinator. So if you got any questions, please reach out to myself or Trudy. We would be glad to talk to you about what's out there and what those services are. I believe that's all I've got. So I'm going to hand it over to Jen with productivity coaching.
Awesome sauce. Thank you. I just have a few little updates to give from the productivity coaching program. Our program has been growing continually this year. And so we are adding another coach to our roster. I would love to announce that Amy Klutz is one of our productivity coaches and has joined the program. We're very proud. Absolutely. It's been a goal and something that she's been working really hard towards. So our coaching team, including myself, Miss Mary Holder, Miss Darshan Ivy, Mr. Mike McCann, and now Amy Klutz. We're really, it's a great balanced team. We all bring very different things to the table. And I would like to express my gratitude for all of you and all the hard work that you're putting into the program. I also would like to announce that we have started a mentorship program within the productivity coaching program. So if you don't know, the productivity coaching program has 2 different programs that we run. We run traditional coaching, which is what most of you are used to. We've always had where you have a one-on-one session with your coach and masterminds with agents that are in your production level. And then we also have the elite team, which is an all-inclusive team in which they get the highest level of training. And so the elite team now has mentors assigned. So we've got a great team of mentors who have come in and they're working closely along with our brand new agents for their first 3 transactions. So if you think back when you started, could you not have used a coach and a mentor? Right? Like, can you imagine what it would have looked like if you would have had that? And so that's something that was really important to us to put in place. And we're really excited. And so I would like to thank all the mentors who are coming into the program. And if you're interested in either coaching or coming in and becoming a mentor, it's a great way to give back. And we do have some financial incentive in that program as well. Just wanted to say also in September, we brought in $65,000 gross commission income. So congratulations, coaching partners. Your businesses are growing every single month. And just a couple of events that I want you to be aware of for all of our new agents who have signed in with the last 30 days, or honestly, if you've been a new agent and you have not had an opportunity to join us for the new agent luncheon, the first Thursday of every month at 12:30, we do a new agent luncheon. For our new agents, it's orientation, acclimating yourself into the market center, what's going on. You get to know your leadership team, so you know who does what, when, where, and why. So I would love to invite you to that. If you would like to come, please just send me an email, jennndixon@kw.com. If you're new in the last 30 days, you've got an invite coming to you if you have not received it yet. So don't worry, you don't have to text, you don't have to email me. You're already on my radar. But if you came in the last couple months and you would like to join, send me an email. We're happy to have you. And then finally, there is a business planning clinic. It is the National KW Business Planning Clinic. It is hosted by the fabulous Gene Rivers. If anybody is taking any courses with him, he's fantastic. That is going to be October 20th and 21st from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. Karen Ward and the productivity coaching team also, we're all hosting that together just to make sure that you get the most out of that as possible. This is the time to do business planning. We're in the fourth quarter, but really, what quarter are we in? That's right. We're in the first quarter of 2022 because what you do right now will show up next year. So go ahead and put that on your calendar. There'll be invites going out on Facebook and an email, and of course attached to the notes from this meeting. Absolutely. The business planning clinic will be here in the BMC training room. Thank you so much for that question. And also it's free. So no excuses, right? Free. All right. Thank you so much. That's what I have on mine.
There's an announcement that I missed saying earlier. We are, as everybody should be aware, now KW Central. Yay. By being KW Central, we are kind of changing things up a little bit from the broker's office. Those who are listed under Tiffany's name in the commission, we will be pulling their names under Teresa's name. It will not change anything other than you're going to get a little slip from the commission that says no longer Tiffany, now Teresa, but you're still with us. Don't freak out on us. And if you have any questions, Teresa is going to come up and give a little answer to that if you have any questions. Otherwise, just wanted you to be aware of what we're doing, what we're shaking up. Come on up.
All right. Now that we are KW Central, we have Canopy is a coming. It's a coming. It's been a process because it's a new firm joining a new association and new MLS, but it's coming. Canopy is coming. What is Canopy, sir? Canopy, and you all help me out. Who wants Canopy? Charlotte, Asheville, Asheboro in that, Statesville, all of that. That's Canopy on that end. We're central now. We're here in the corridor, so we're going to serve Triangle and all of that way, and Triad and all of that way. Yes, ma'am.
Has there been any talk about joining the Fayetteville MLS because they're getting bigger and bigger and coming up to Lee County and in that area?
Okay, so the question was, is there any talk about joining the Fayetteville MLS? We haven't had any talks about that, but we did as BIX. We got an email from Triangle MLS and Durham Regional Association of Realtors talking about North Carolina Regional MLS. So that's going to include from the Triangle to the coast, Wilmington and all of those areas. I'm not sure if Fayetteville is included. It may be, not sure, but I'll check. So we will probably join that as well. We're central now, so we're expanding and doing big things. Yes, ma'am.
I find that Fayetteville really growing.
Okay.
Harnett, Lee County, Moore County,
okay.
All of that, that's south of kind of Town County, and then east towards Raleigh. They're actually growing leaps and bounds.
Okay. All right. And the comment was that the Fayetteville area and the different counties there east of the Triangle are growing. So that's something we will, and south of the Triangle is growing. So that will be something that we consider. So that is Canopy's coming and North Carolina Regional MLS is coming. Okay. And I know the North Carolina Regional MLS is going to be less expensive. I think it's only $25 a month. Once the firm joins, then it will be open to all the agents. And it will not take the place of Triangle. It will be in addition to the Triangle. Okay? What's that? Oh, it could be that they're all joining. I think it could, but I'll check the map. It's 31 counties of the, how many we have in North Carolina? How many? 100 counties in North Carolina. North Carolina Regional MLS has 31 of them. Okay. Another question. Yes, ma'am. Yes, we do. And our wonderful new MCTT, who is Jonathan Montrose, can get that to you. So if you contact him, or maybe that's just something we send out. Hey, here, agents, here's the new logo. How about that? Was that all right? We can do that. Thank you, Jonathan. Moving on. So Emily asked, oh, no, let me address that. Emily brought up earlier that we're moving everyone because we're central now and we're all one huge big market center. Doesn't really matter which location you're working out of. It just matters with the commission. So everyone who is under the Hillsborough location will now be transitioned or moved over to the Burlington location. You don't have to worry about doing anything. We will do it for you. The big department, Tiffany, Mary, and I will take care of that for you. Now, we will have to do the MLS switch as well. Again, it's just an address. That's all it is. You still work as you've been working. It should not affect your business, just your address on paper. All right? Everybody good? Any questions in the chat? Awesome. Okay. Emily also asked earlier, were there any bucket fills? And I did not raise my hand then, but I would like to, I wanted to wait to this moment to bucket fill all of you agents, because I am so appreciative for all 296 of you. And let me tell you why. I was going to talk a little bit about the policies. We have our new policies out. The ALC approved it. So it is now on the intranet. When you log in, you can go under our market center, KW832, and then you can go in and find the new policies under documents there. Let me tell you why I'm bucket filling all of you. Because we are down with North Carolina Real Estate Commission complaints this year. Thank you all, agents, so much. I promise you, when I haven't been here a year yet, it'll be a year next month, right before Thanksgiving. There were a lot. I walked into a lot, but I promise you, we've had, I can count them on one hand, less than 5 this year. That is awesome. So thank you all, agents, for being compliant. I'm excited. Yes, ma'am.
It's because of you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And well, we have some help. We now have a big department. We have an assistant big, which is Tiffany, and we have an admin, which is Mary. So we are one, not big team, but we're one team. And so thank you all. And thank you for that comment. I appreciate that. And in addition to that, we have education out there now. Again, our new MCTT is awesome. Jonathan, that's another bucket fill, because he has put some educational things we've done. The videos are now on the YouTube channel. So there's videos out there. If you're struggling with, I don't know, this new form, this new listing form, and what do I put in this? It says public, it's split out, now office exclusive and all of that. It's on the website. Yep. I was going to say website. It's on YouTube. So all of that education, there's education and update playlist. Go out there and check it out. If it's midnight and you can't call me, you could. I won't answer because I promise you I'll be asleep. You can go out there. What's that? YouTube channel is, help me out. Just KW Central YouTube channel. It's out there.
And because everybody's watching, share your story.
That's right.
On Facebook, you can get to it from there.
You can get to it from there. All right, I promise I am almost done. Couple more things. If you think you have a complaint may be coming, or somebody's threatening complaint, please make me aware, because we have an E&O protocol that I have to go through. So I have to make them aware. So give me a phone call. I'll ask you to send it to me in an email. That way I can forward the possible complaint to E&O, make them aware, because they won't cover us if I do not let them know ahead of time. they may not, okay? If they find out we had previous knowledge, okay? So again, thank you, because complaints are down. Firm compensation, I just want to address this. We've had a few agents want to assist tenants with maybe finding a rental property or charging a retainer fee. So the new policy states that if it's under a certain amount, I want to say it's $300. It's three, yeah, I have 3 here in the, you know, but I have another section of where it's, yeah, it's 300. 300, if it's 300 small transactions and agents who assist tenants in obtaining rental property who receive $300 or less in compensation will not be subject to the $75 transaction fee or company dollar split. However, we do have to pay royalty for every transaction until you're capped, so it will be subject to royalty. Okay, so I just wanted to bring that up, and I believe that, oh, retainer fees, it is separate. Retainer fees and consultation and termination fees, if you charge those are $500 or less. Will not be subject to company dollar. However, royalty will apply if you're not capped, and no transaction fee, okay? I know some of you have asked about charging retainer fees in this market. All right, any questions for me? Again, thank you so much to all of you agents, because our complaints are down. I am thrilled about that. So thank you all. And don't go out and get any before the end of the year. Thank you.
Hey.
Hey everyone, so I'm going to call this a reverse bucket fill. So this is like a public service announcement that I'm going to make you aware of, and if you're not, and I promise you at some point in time, you will bucket fill me for giving you this information. So I just wanted to, so it's a reverse bucket fill. So I just wanted to make you aware of a situation that I just went through, and I'm trying to share this with as many agents as I possibly can so that you or your clients don't get in this situation. So I had a seller that had a USDA loan when they purchased the property. And as we're going through, we went in this market, as you know, we had multiple offers. And as we are going through the process, this was a 3-week, it was a cash deal, 3-week close. So we're going through, and lo and behold, we discover that USDA charges a subsidy. I don't know if any of you know anything about that. Well, let me tell you who doesn't. The attorneys nor the lenders. They don't have a clue, because I reached out to several lenders and I'm like, hey, do you do USDA loans? Absolutely. Well, tell me about this subsidy. What subsidy are you talking about? Yeah, so there's a subsidy. Obviously, the attorneys don't know it either, because they're not explaining it to the buyers when they're sitting down at the closing table and going through and signing everything. Researching the deed of trust, I'm reading through. Sure enough, in there it says that there's a subsidy. However, it does not say what the subsidy is, when it goes into effect, how it's no information, just that there's a subsidy. Okay, so these people had, these folks had been in the property for 18 years. And obviously they bought it. They had a lot of equity, or so they thought. USDA's subsidy to them was $70,000. $70,000. If this property had not gone above asking price, they could have potentially been in a situation where they would have had to have brought money to the closing table. So again, USDA was didn't give a whole lot of information on it. Basically, what we did discover is it's based on current market value. So obviously, They bought the house for $142,000 18 years ago. And I'm calling it a prepayment penalty. I don't know if, that's not what they call it. However, if they don't stay through the term of the loan, then they have to pay this subsidy back. If they stay through the term of the loan, apparently they don't have to pay the subsidy back. So I just wanted to make everyone aware and I know that we all do this, when we're going in and pulling our information for our listings, we're pulling our deeds, we're pulling our tax cards, we're pulling our deed of trust and looking at what type of loan the seller has. If your seller has a USDA loan, please, please, please look into it because your seller, and especially as our market continues to pivot a little bit and shift, it may put them in a situation where they're not able to sell. So wanted to make you aware of that. So yes, the government got $70,000 of equity that my sellers would have gotten. Yes, ma'am. Is that a certain percentage? If it's not described? What they told us was it is based on current market value. But what percent of it was? They just pulled it over out of their ear and got away with that. So we had to send a copy of the contract into USDA in order to order the payoff. And I'll get to that in a second. So yeah, they said the subsidy was based on current market value. So now, opposite, if we're in an upside down market, then it may not be such a negative thing. However, just be aware if you have a seller, and also be aware if you have a buyer that is considering going USDA, that you are letting them know that if you do not plan to stay for the entire 30-year term, you could be subject to have to pay this subsidy back. Yes. How do they find out? You ask the lender and the attorney, so as a buyer, who would they ask? So I found it in the deed of trust. So when I read the deed of trust, it referenced a subsidy in there and said that a subsidy would have to be, have to be repaid. Again, there was no specifics in what the subsidy was, under what term. Okay, would you have to be, exactly. Well, that's what the couple lenders that I talked to, that's why I'm letting you know, just from the from going through the experience. And very quickly, the second part of that was, so again, this was supposed to be a 3-week close. We had to submit a loan payoff request via paper, via fax to USDA. And once they received everything, they told us it would take 20 to 25 business days for them to give us a payoff. So this property was supposed to close in August. And so now it's closing tomorrow, just because we were waiting on USDA for that portion of it. So when so it was a complicated situation. It was a divorce situation. His attorney had pulled his credit. And when he pulled his credit, it said that his payoff was this amount, which was $70,000 over what the loan amount, the original loan amount, plus he paid on it for 18 years. So, you know, he had paid it down. So that's when we discovered that it was there. Otherwise, we would not have known until today when we got the HUD.
Okay, so that was great.
Here, I'll hold it for you.
Thank you. So great question. I had this happen earlier this year, same thing. And typically, it's found out when that payoff is ordered, if it ever comes back, because it takes USDA forever to send a loan payoff. And when they got it back, it was a lot lower with this subsidy. And Sandy asked a question about what's the percentage? They don't tell the percentage. However, what they told my sellers / buyers, they told them that it is from the time you sell it, it's some type of formula from the time you sell it to the end of the loan, or however long the loan would have been. So if you sell it 10 years, and they're going to figure out subsidy on the 20 years. So I don't know the formula, but it's USDA is interesting.
Yes.
So if you have a buyer that's getting a USDA loan, if you have a buyer that's getting a USDA loan and they say 10 years from now they go to refinance that loan, are they still paying that subsidy?
I don't think it was refinanced, just if you change ownership.
If it conveys to someone else.
Okay, if it conveys, yes.
And this is a USDA looks at the county the home is located in, and that is a determining factor. This is not a profitable thing. That subsidy burden is all of those deeds, the deeds of trust, and there's some of them where it's absolutely easy. If the subsidy is not.
This property was in Guilford County, just for your information.
And so I would assume, just like what Judy was saying, that I bet Guilford County is no longer USDA eligible area. Because the home is no longer in an eligible area. And I bet that has a lot to do with the subsidy, because in the past when I've dealt with it, there is a payback, but I've never heard of that much.
It was crazy. It was, obviously, my seller was a little sad that his check was not going to be as big as he thought it was going to be.
100% financing is not always.
No. And the rate is not that great to compare with the 100% financing.
18 years ago, did they by chance have their original loan documents? I would think that it would have to be disclosed in the loan documents.
They didn't have them. No. But obviously, I mean, it's not something that they remember. And he would have, I'm sure he would have remembered that, having that conversation with the attorney. And I mean, we all know the attorney's like, sign here, initial here, initial here, initial here, and going through that.
Sorry. Thank you, Karen. How lucky we are to have 3 broker in charges in this room right now to help with this. That's so cool. All right. Our final thing. I want everybody to look under the chair. Do not pull the paper off your chair. Just look what number you have. We're going to do a drawing. If you pull the number off, it's okay. We'll fix it. We are doing a drawing for a bold, full bold free ticket. I don't know where I did with the bucket. Oh, there it is. Okay. Everybody got their number? Mary's going to draw. We have no favoritism here. For those who are on Zoom, your name has been entered into the bucket, so it could maybe a name, not a number. You're gonna make somebody's day. All right. We have Ruth Farah, one of full. Huh? They are present on Zoom. Yes, Mike may say something. Come on up.
Joe was so gracious to bucket fill me earlier. I want to thank Joe as well. I walked in late. I apologize. But for the last few weeks, Joe and I have been really the only 2 on script practice, with exception of a day or 2. Guys, 8:30 every morning, Joe and I are there, and we're there for you. And if you're not practicing with us on script practice, you're practicing with your client. So come out, learn some scripts. We're scripting every day. And when I say we, I don't mean just during script practice. We're scripting when we're on appointments. We're scripting our listing appointments, our buyer agency, our buyer consultations. This morning, Joe and I went through the entire listing presentation, the bold listing presentation, in a matter of 22 minutes. And
Should have heard it.
it was awesome. And I was there, and it was still awesome. Okay. So I invite everyone to join us at 8:30. The link is on your daily digest. Very easy to get to. I just have to be on before you can get in. That's the only caveat to it. But I'm usually there by 8:30, right, Joe? Okay. So I look forward to seeing at least 8 to 10 tomorrow. Okay. There's 296 of us that are missing out.
And it's not judgment. You have fun.
You do not have to have video. If you're driving, we would prefer that you just listen in. If you have a question, because obviously we don't want you reading your script while you're going down 85. Okay. But Joe and I would love to have somebody other than Joe and I. All right. So thumbs up, get some people that'll be there. All right, great. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Mike. Have a great day.